President Trump celebrating a record-breaking victory, receiving more primary votes in this state, in New Hampshire, than any sitting president running for re-election over the past 40 years.
I got a feeling he's going to tweet that in 3, 2, 1. Even though he lost the Granite State in 2016 to Hillary Clinton, our next guest says President Trump will win it this year, no matter who the Democrats nominate.
All right, New Hampshire Governor Chris Sununu is here to tell us how it all went. Governor, you pulled it off.
We pulled it off.
It's not Iowa day one. This is so new.
Absolutely not. You know, we promised people we get it 100% right, 100% of the time, 100% reliable, and we did. And look, we take that responsibility incredibly seriously here. That we are very proud that the nation entrusts us with that first litmus test for our presidential candidates. And the Secretary of State, the Attorney General's office, they pulled it off very, very well. All the city and town moderators, as Mark was just describing, one vote, one ballot. It's on paper. It's counted. We had a winner. We just get it done, and just very proud to do it the right way.
Your state is a swing state, and 4 years ago, Hillary barely beat President Trump by 0.4%.
Yeah.
Second to Michigan. They were very close in Michigan, too. What do you expect? What are your predictions for this November?
Trump's going to win. He is. And again, it's because, you know, we focus on the economy. You know, we're very local, limited government, local control. What impacts our families and our neighbors and our community is often how we're going to vote in that ballot box. And President Trump 4 years ago was talking about a strong economy. He delivered on it with more jobs, the lowest poverty rate in the country, one of the lowest unemployment rates, businesses flowing into New Hampshire. He deserves a lot of the credit for that, and people will vote that way.
And the turnout was huge for him. It set an all-time record, which could be a really good trend.
50% more than any sitting president. That's how many votes he got.
What does that indicate?
Energy. A lot of energy. People they didn't have to come out. They knew he was going to win, but they came out. They want to show that energy and support, and that's going to translate in November.
Why do you think that is? Is that to say to the president after the impeachment fiasco, which would be how he would describe it, or a hoax, that the Republicans in this state are still behind him?
Republicans and independents. Remember, our undeclared independents are voting as well. Yeah, that's absolutely right. And it's not just to say to the president, but to the country that there's an energy here.
So I wanted to find out, after Iowa, there's a lot of pressure on you guys in New Hampshire, especially you, Governor, to pull off this without a hitch. So rather than just waiting for today, you allowed me to come around with you yesterday to see how it was going.
Wait, you were like the assistant governor?
I wasn't allowed to make any decisions.
Well, I was going to let him veto something.
Yeah, because he's got 57 vetoes so far. But here's my day with that man. I've always wondered what it'd be like to be the governor of a state during primary day, let alone the first primary of this election season. And Governor Chris Sununu says we can get a slice of his life. Governor, how's it going?
It's going great. It's game day. It is game day. It's like the Super Bowl. It's very exciting. Both Republicans and Democrats. Everyone's coming out. A lot of undeclared voters.
But you got one party, really. The tension is a little less, right? Since you only have to worry about one side.
Oh, a little bit. But again, you're going to probably see upwards of 100,000 people potentially come out and vote for the president. He was here last night with his big rally.
I am thrilled to be in the great state of New Hampshire with thousands of hardworking patriots.
And do you get the sense he senses he could get New Hampshire this time?
Do you think this president loses by this much and just ignores it? No way.
He also never missed an opportunity to say your dad didn't like me in the beginning, right?
He always reminds me. Oh, your dad was so tough.
You grew up around politicians, right? And especially everyone thinks of your dad being chief of staff for Bush 41.
He has a great instinct for people and individuals, which is why he's famous for working so well across aisles, as I try to emulate myself, working with the other party, being a fairly purple state. You want to get stuff done.
Now where are we going?
We're going to head down to Londonderry, great town. They have a pretty large polling place. It's about 2 o'clock, so you'll see some average voter turnout right now. Nice to see you guys. This is what the cool kids do. Hey, good to see you, everybody.
So here's the governor. He's meeting everyone. Not only the Trump people over there, but the Democrats over here. You got Klobuchar, Elizabeth Warren. We got Mayor Pete. So just saying, Governor, you're here is to make sure everybody is happy.
No, it's look, we're New Hampshire first. We really are. One of the many pieces of that puzzle, why we get such high voter participation. We don't box anyone out of
I think you feel pretty good about what you just left.
Yeah, because if there was an issue, they'd let me know. I mean, they really would. But no, it's a smooth system. It's dialed in.
You want to go to a diner?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, and see what the people have to say.
You bet. Y'all get out and vote today?
Oh, yeah. Go Trump!
I got the coffee. He's got the hot chocolate.
Are you worried about them taking the first primary away from you?
If you can match our voter turnout, our voter engagement, Republican, Democrat, Independent, everyone participates. The fact that it's not just about cities, it's about rural areas too. When you can match those metrics like we can in a very purple state, come and talk to me. until then, we're going to keep leading the nation and keep doing it right. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Thanks, Governor. And thankfully, nothing happened after we left, so we can honestly say it went smooth, right?
It goes smooth. It always does, and a lot of people deserve credit for that. And again, as the governor, a big thank you to them. You always got to say thank you.
And I will say this: he knows everybody's first name. You know the people; they all know you. They remember this. They remember your dad. And you could go right back to that.
Well, they all knew your first name too.
No, but you actually helped them. It's very community oriented. You say to people, if you want to run for something in New Hampshire, do it. You'll win.
Look, $50 in your pocket. Go to Kinko's. Every member of the House of Representatives represents about 2,500 people. You can knock on everyone's door 3 times, get them to know them personally. Anybody can win here, and that's why we're so purple and why we take the First Nation primary so seriously. It's a great litmus test.
I love the fact that you included the pictures of your father, John Sununu.
I don't know if I included those. I don't know.
But you said you had a conversation with your dad.
Yeah. Look, my dad is good. As governor, you'd think he'd be always telling me, you got to do this, you got to do that. But he doesn't really give unsolicited advice. But I call him every once in a while. What's happening here? How you feeling? What's going on? But the trick is, how do I take his advice and turn it from 1988 to 2020? Right? I got to kind of modernize.
And what did he say about a foot?
About a foot?
Keeping your foot?
Oh, well, he says, he does a lot of press. As you guys know, he comes on Fox or CNN, whatever. But he said, look, I'm pulling back because you're governor. I don't want to put my foot in your mouth. And so, he can get a little bit fiery sometimes.
Well, everyone loves your dad, and he's so smart. And I said to you, he's wicked smart, and you said?
Wicked smart is definitely...
Wicked smart.
Wicked smart.
So that's how you say it, Ainsley.
Yeah. And you're an excellent politician.
Oh, thank you.
And a great governor. Thanks so much for your time.
Thanks for the hospitality.
Absolutely.
Great.
See you in 4 years.
Yes,
absolutely.
Sir.